Right, hello everybody and welcome to my match preview for the Sheffield Wednesday versus Sunderland game that's coming tomorrow, which is Friday night. Basically, all we're going to cover is just a little bit about the last game, my views on Sheffield and my views on how the game is going to go. But before we start that, do us a favour, just hit the thumbs up, and if you're new, give us a subscribe, it would really mean a lot to the channel. So, let's quickly just get back to the Cardiff game. Was it the result we wanted? Of course it wasn't. Did we play bad? No. We battered them. We dominated the game. We had something like 16 shots at goal. Their keeper, Jordy Bastard, had a hell of a game. And it was just one of them days where we just couldn't find the back of the net. And then Cardiff did what they did last season and they did a smash and grab. And they got the 3 points with a 1-0 win. I still stayed afterwards and I still clapped the players off the pitch because I thought the performance was alright. The only thing we were missing was obviously the finishing in the box to obviously give us the goals that we needed. I think Paul covered it as well. I thought Dan Nair was brilliant in the game. There was a lot of good performances, there really was, but I think we could still be playing now and still wouldn't have scored in that game against Cardiff. You can't expect to win every single game. It would be nice to. Cardiff, I kind of had a feeling they were going to come and do it because they were playing some alright football before that. I think they came here on Sunday, they had a game plan, it worked, and like I said, they got the smash and grab at the end. Yeah, it was a bit of a cluster when Hume just kicked the ball out for their corner because he misjudged his pass to Patterson. It came in, the marking was shocking, and they got the goal. A lot of the fans still stayed and clapped the players off after the game. And I don't think they're going to be too disheartened. Obviously, they'll be pissed off that they didn't get the win. But in hindsight, it was still a good team performance, and I still think we're going to move on with confidence with the way that we are playing. That brings us on to Sheffield Wednesday. We've had some good games with Sheffield Wednesday over our last year in League One. Obviously, we had that memorable night down Hillsborough where Robert scored in the injury time to put us into the playoff final, which obviously got us back to the championship. Listen, I've got nothing against Sheffield Wednesday. Even Paul said that in his video when they came up here. I think it was first game of last season or first game of this season, whatever it was. The fans were great. We got on well with the fans. The fans were nice. They were good laugh, good fun on and off the channel. And they're a big club that shouldn't be where they are. If I'm serious, they're not. They've got an old-fashioned ground, but it's a big ground. They've got a big fan base, but the fan base is not happy at the moment. Darren Moore got them promoted through the playoffs, and then he left. No, I don't. I mean, Sheffield fans, you might know what the real reason, but I haven't got a clue. They brought in that Cisco, or whatever, however you pronounce his name, and things aren't going well at all. The fans are protesting. Against Borough, they were throwing tennis balls on the pitch. Basically, the club is in a bit of a mess at the minute. They've only scored, they've won no games so far this season. They've drew 2 and they've lost 6. Conceded 14 goals. Now, it's not the most. There is teams that's conceded more. However, it's still not good, but they have scored the least amount of goals in the league so far this season with 5. The way things are going, that Cisco's not going to last long, and I don't think the fans want them to last long. They need to turn the season around, they really do. I mean, they've got the players they've still got a lot of the danger players that they've had over the last couple of years, and they're not seem to be doing it at the moment. They've got Ashley Fletcher, who we know because we used to have him. He was shit for us. He's been shit everywhere he's went, but he's still only a young lad, and he's had that many clubs. It's unreal. He's played 8 games. He's a striker, and he hasn't scored a single goal. You've got Juan Delgado, another forward. He's got 1. Lee Gregory, we know him. He has been a decent player for them over the last few years. He's only got 1. Michael Smith, your former Rotherham player, Jordy Bastard, he's on 1. Anthony Museba, another forward, and he's only on 1. And then the other one who scored for them to round up all of their goals this season is Barry Bannon, which I'm sure because we're on Sky tomorrow, everyone who's going to be watching the game on Sky, be ready for the Barry Bannon wankfest that all the frigging commentators always do whenever Sheffield Wednesday's on the telly. I don't know why, but they absolutely love him, and they're frigging all over him every game. Oh, he's brilliant this, he's brilliant that. Well, he ain't doing too good this season. Sheffield Wednesday are in a bit of a dire strait at the minute, and things are not going well for them. The club is struggling, the fans are protesting, and they're just not playing well at all. People are going to think because of all that, we should go there and smash them. But as you know from past history, if you're a club that's not winning, you want to play Sunderland because that's where you'll get your win. It's just like if you're a striker who's not scoring goals, you haven't scored a goal for 30 games, you play against Sunderland, you will score. That is the Sunderland way it always has been. Hopefully it won't be like that tomorrow night, but it wouldn't surprise us if something daft like that did happen. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Right, moving on to Sunderland. Mowbray did his press conference and as usual he didn't give nout away. People talking about Ekwar and Dak, they're still out. Ekwar, I spoke to Ekwar actually on last Friday. I was doing something at the Beacon of Light. There was 9 first team players came and had a big crack with us and some other veterans, and we ended up doing a top pin challenge with them. None of us got it in the hoop in the top pins, but that's by the by. Ekwar, nicest man ever. I think he's challenging Luke 09 for the nicest man in Sunderland title. He was dead smiley and happy, but I asked him about his leg and he said another 1 or 2 games yet. So Ekwar will not be involved tomorrow, and Bradley Dack won't be out. They're not going to risk him because it's a hamstring injury and they can be quite nasty. Rusin played for the under-23s midweek and apparently he played really well. He shows he's got that bit more experience than the rest of our forwards. He knows how to get in around, times his runs, and he's got pace to burn. But by what Mowbray was saying in his press conference, I don't think he's going to push him into the starting 11 just yet. I think he's told him he's going to get more and more minutes as the games go on. But from what Mowbray was saying, I don't think he's going to start tomorrow night, which leads me to believe I think he's going to go with the exact same team that he started against Cardiff. That's what I think he's going to do. He'll have Hume, O'Neill, Ballard and Huggins at the back. Because Serpent's going to be out until after the international break. Because I spoke to him on Friday as well. Dan Neil, Pritchard in the middle. Clark and Barr out wide. Although if there is one change, I wouldn't be surprised to see Roberts in for Barr. Because I think Barr, although he wasn't bad, but I think he has been better than what he was against Cardiff, if you know what I mean. And then Job playing behind Burstow. That's what I think is going to go with. So pretty much the same against Cardiff, or if there's going to be one change, I think it'll be Roberts for Barr. Which I wouldn't mind, but the same, I think Barr's been playing well. So I'm not saying I want Barr to be dropped, I'm just saying if there is a change, I wouldn't be surprised if that was it. Score predictions for this game. As you know, if you've already watched Paul's video, he's been a little tosser again and he's stolen my usual prediction. He's went 3-1 Sunderland because he's a bell end. But I'm going to go with that. I know I've said if you're not scoring, you want to play against Sunderland. If you're not winning, you want to play against Sunderland. The way they are playing, the way things are going, I just think I'm going to go for 3-0. I don't think they're going to score. I think our defence will be strong, especially after the mistakes they made last Saturday. They'll be wanting to rectify that. Patterson will be on his game. And they don't seem like a hard team to break down. They don't seem like a hard team to stop. So hopefully that'll be the case. I'm going to say 3-0. Hopefully I'm right. If you haven't already done it on Paul's, let us know your score prediction in the comments of this video. Sheffield fans, if you're watching this, you might think I've been a bit harsh. I don't intend to be, because like I said, we're not against it, but from the outside looking in, it's a bit of a chaotic place to be at the minute, Sheffield Wednesday. Let us know your views as well. Me and Paul will be doing a live stream tomorrow night. Come along, join in, have a big crack in the comments. You know we always have a laugh. Hopefully the result will go our way, so it'll make it even more enjoyable. Nice Friday night, set us up for the weekend. But that's about it. Hit the thumbs up please, subscribe if you're new. See you all tomorrow night hopefully. Out with the lads.